Leaders, today we are diving into a tough question. Are you wasting time pretending to create value as a leader? If you are managing people, are a director or a senior executive, this video is specially for you. We are going to unpack how leaders unintentionally waste time, resources, and opportunities by focusing on the wrong things. And more importantly, what can you do to create the real value instead? Stick around because I'm also sharing research back insights and practical steps to transform your leadership. I'm your coach Vivek Singh, and you're watching CEO Alchemy. Let's get started. Let's be real. Leadership is tough. You're juggling priorities, managing teams, and trying to prove your worth to the stakeholders. But here is the hard truth. Many leaders waste time pretending to create value instead of actually doing it. What do you mean by pretending? It's when you focus on activities that look productive but don't move the needle for your team, your organization, and your customers. Let me give you a few examples. You are in back to back meetings, but they are filled with updates that could have been on email. There was a study in 2023 from Microsoft that found 68% of employees say inefficient meetings waste their time, and leaders are often the ones scheduling them. Another is you're obsessed with numbers, like how many reports you have generated and how many hours your team logged without tying them to the outcomes. Harvard Business Review did an article that highlighted 65% of senior executives admitted focusing on metrics that didn't align with the strategy goals. Or you are diving into every detail of your team's work, thinking it shows you are hands on. But Gallup research suggests that micromanagement brings 28% less engagement teams that tanks the productivity. Or you are sending late night emails or showing up every event to seem dedicated. A 2021 study from the University of Reading found that presentism, showing up just to be seen, costs business billions of dollars annually in lost productivity. These behaviors feel productive, they make you look busy, but they are often a trap. They drain your energy, your team's morale, and your organization's resources without delivering meaningful results. So, why do leaders fall into this trap? Let's look into this. Many leaders feel the pressure to appear in control. A 2022 study by DDI found that 57% of leaders reported feeling imposter syndrome, leading them to overcompensate with busy work to prove their worth. Some organization rewards visibility over impact. If your boss praises you for attending every meeting but ignores your team's actual outcomes, you are incentivized to perform, not deliver. Third is lack of clarity. Without a clear vision or priorities, leaders default to what's comfortable, like tweaking presentations or nitpicking details. McKinsey did a study in 2021 that showed 70% of the leaders struggle to prioritize high impact work because of the unclear organizational goals. But here is the real thing: pretending doesn't just waste your time, it wastes your team's time, burns resources, and misses opportunities to innovate or to grow. I have worked with leaders who spent hours perfecting a slide deck while their team was floundering with direction. That's not leadership, that is distraction. Let's talk about the damage done by pretension. When you pretend to create value, you are not just spinning your wheels, you are hurting your team and your organization. And here are a few examples. Number one is lost productivity. A 2023 Altasian study found that employees lose up to 31 hours a month in unproductive meetings, often driven by leaders who think meetings are equal progress. That's nearly a full work week. Second is the lower morale among your team members. When you micromanage or focus on optics, your team feels distrusted. Gallup did a study in 2024 that showed that teams with low trust in leadership are 50% less likely to go the extra mile. The third is missed opportunities. By focusing on low value tasks, you are not innovating or solving big problems. A 2022 PwC study found that companies with leaders who prioritize strategic work over busy work are 2.5 times more likely to outperform the competitors. And finally, burnout. Pretending is exhausting. A 2021 Deloitte study reported that 77% of the leaders experienced burnout from trying to do it all instead of focusing on what truly matters. I have seen this firsthand. One client, a VP at tech firm, was so caught up in attending every meeting and reviewing every email that her team stopped innovating and performing. They were waiting for her to make decisions, but she was too busy looking busy. The result: missed deadlines, frustrated employees, and stalled projects. It's a vicious cycle leading to questionable performance. Now, the question is, how do you create real value as a leader? So, how do you stop pretending and start creating genuine, true value? As an executive coach, I have helped leaders shift their focus to what truly matters. And here are few research backed steps to get you there. Number one, clarify your priorities. Take some thinking time and start by defining what actually drives results. A 2020 McKinsey study found that leaders who align their time with strategic priorities boost team performance by 30%. So ask yourself, what are the top three goals for your team this quarter? Then ruthlessly cut the tasks that don't serve those goals. I coach my clients to use stop, start, continue framework to evaluate their work weekly. Next thing is empower your team. Stop micromanaging. Trust your team to execute. A 2023 Gallup study showed that high trust teams are 50% more productive. Delegate meaningful work, set clear expectations, and check in with coaching questions like what support would you need to succeed? This frees you to focus on strategy, not details. And rethink meetings. Cut meetings that don't have clear purpose. A 2022 Harvard Business Review article recommends the return on time invested ROTI approach. So before scheduling any meeting, ask, will this drive a decision or a outcome? If not, use a sync tool like Slack or email. One of my clients reduced meeting by 40% and saw productivity soar. And finally, measure what matters. Focus on outcomes, not activity. Bain and Company did a study in 2021 that showed that leaders who track leading indicators like customer satisfaction or innovation milestones outperform those chasing vanity matrices. For example, instead of counting hours worked, measure project completion rates or customer feedback scores. And lastly, and the most important thing, model authenticity. Be honest about what you can and can't do. A LinkedIn study found that 74% of employees want leaders who admit mistakes and ask for help. Stop pretending to have all the answers. Say, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. That builds trust and frees you from the pressure to perform. Are these steps easy? No, but they are the game changers. When that VP I worked together, she first did the time audit. and productivity calculation. And she realized that many of the meetings she attended was only to show up busy. Then she decided to cut her meetings load by 70%, took time to focus on team coaching, and delegated most of her operational tasks. Within weeks, her department was more visible than ever and she started attracting recognition. In the following quarter, she interviewed for CIO for a leading company and she bagged that role. So, leaders, if you are ready to stop pretending and start leading with impact, here is your homework. Number one, audit your time. For 1 week, track how you spend your day. Highlight tasks that don't align with your top priorities. Number two, ask for feedback. Sit down with your team and ask, what's one thing I could do to support you better? Listen without defending. And third, commit to one change. Pick one step from this video, maybe cutting a meeting or delegating a task, and try it for 30 days. I've got a free resource to help you get started, MG Planner. It's given in the description below. Download it, use it, and let me know how it works for you. So, if you have found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe this channel for more leadership tips. Share this with a manager or leader who needs to hear this. And let me know what you found most useful today in comment box. So leaders, thanks for watching. Let's stop pretending and start leading with purpose. I'll see you in the next video.